Right.
It's happening.
I'll tell you exactly what's happening.
He won't, because this is at least the third attempt at doing this. But anyway, 2030, you've probably seen this in the news now recently. Petrol and diesel cars, they're going to phase them out, and after 2030, they're not going to be sold in the
bullshit.
UK. Of course it's bullshit. Do you want to give us a stat? You've got it wrong 3 times so far.
No, don't come for me. You messed up once as well. Less than 1% of vehicles on the UK roads are fully electric.
Well,
Bravo.
we finally got there. We finally got there. But they reckon, let's phase all that out and let's get electric cars in. It's not going to work, son.
It's not going to work.
Do you know why it's not going to work?
No infrastructure, son.
For a start, the infrastructure's not there, right? Let me tell you something. Virgin Media, remember Virgin Media? We've got the fastest fibre and all of that sort of thing. How many years ago did that come out now? It's over a decade ago, innit? Let me tell you, last week, that cable was installed in my mother's street. So that's taken that long to roll out, and that is a simple cable.
True story. It's literally only last year as well. They came to Virgin, not that we were on it, and so many people protested it. They weren't having boxes by their houses and stuff. Messed up for
Yet,
ages.
they can... Oh, thanks for pointing out for everybody. But they're saying now, in the next 10 years, under 10, well, 9 years really, innit? That they can have infrastructure in place to charge electric cars, which, let's go back a step, who can afford all these electric cars? Oh yeah, we're going to give a grant. They're not going to give you a 60k grant against a 70 grand electric car, are they?
Well, that's it. Don't give much of a grant. And we've done this. We've lived with an electric car for a day.
We have.
As well, It's
and been in other people's electric cars.
Exactly. And, and I will say the Tesla ports are pretty spot on. They always seem to be working.
They're expensive, they're fast, they are exactly what they need to be, but they're few and far between.
Exactly.
And if you think there's going to be, I don't know exactly how many cars are on the roads, but if you think there's going to be a commensurate number to have them actually charging things, it's not happening. Also, let's not forget, right, as I'm looking around me, loads of people are running around in bangers. They can't afford electric cars. They can't afford nice diesel and petrol cars. I mean,
some areas are worse with poverty than others.
Exactly. I'm looking around, £1,000 bangers on the streets, innit? And I'm like, what are they gonna do? But
exactly.
this raises another question. Oh yeah, apologies for how dirty my car is. It's the autumn.
Well, literally, as I was just saying about the Tesla ports, work brilliant. Now we've been along to other sorts of ports. They're a nightmare. They're far in between. There's not enough of them. They're either full when you get there, or loads of them aren't actually working. And to me, I literally don't like the idea of I've got to plan a route to go a certain place. Like we've done.
You've got to take it into account.
Exactly. We've done 400-500 miles in a day.
Whereas there's a petrol station crossing. No, you go in. Right. When Tesla charging ports came to the UK, I'm pretty sure they were free, and there was expensive cars, Teslas only, weren't they were like 70-80 grand cars. Now
when you've
got Leafs and you've got all this other stuff going on, but now they're charging you for using these boats, and the price of getting a full electric charge is not far off filling up a petrol car. I'm not entirely sure what they're thinking here. Also,
but it's the building of it, man. All the stuff that goes into manufacturing these electric cars, which are
fossil fuels.
Exactly.
But exactly. In order to build an electric car, to build the batteries and to power the charging points, it's fossil fucking fuels.
The bit that still gets me, this gets me every single time. I'm sure many of you have seen pictures of it online where you've broken down in your electric car, whether that's a Tesla, an e-tron, or whatever. They
lock up.
Yeah, they lock up as where they are, which can be quite dangerous. Sometimes you can roll them, sometimes you can't. But then they bring, either in a van based or something towing a trailer with a generator on it, a diesel or petrol, diesel generator to charge the car. Where's the sense?
Furthermore, because they haven't been around that long, it's not exactly proving yet as to how long the batteries in these cars last.
Well, no, look.
Let me ask you a question. When did you last buy a mobile phone? How's the battery on that holding up these days?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, yeah, 100%. But yeah, that's proving it. You buy like a 3-4-year-old electric car, most places won't warranty them anyway. No. But the range don't last. I know someone who lives in Cardigan that's got a Leaf, believe it or not. It's 3 years old, and on the hills and stuff around there, he says he literally gets about 40 miles out of it on a full charge.
Sid?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm in Cardigan.
Shout out to Sid.
Shout out to Sid anyway.
But also, like you were saying about infrastructure, Tesco now tend to have one charging port in them, don't they? In the middle of all the other cars.
They're very Volkswagen Audi biased, aren't they?
Yeah.
Tesco's,
so, Jesus. But also, the other thing that I thought about, you've got the roof down, you're a brave man, isn't it? But the other thing I thought about is, in 2031 now, does that mean petrol and diesel cars, not Mad Max, I'm not going down that road, But does that mean that they're going to become like precious things because they're not made anymore? Are people going to be looking out for 3-cylinder Corsas because they burn a bit of fuel in them? Like, are people going to be paying 50 grand for these things?
No, I'm saying though, it's never going to happen. I don't think it'll ever happen.
It's
and
not
for me,
going to.
I don't want an electric car. Right? I'm not totally biased against like mild hybrids sort of thing. You know, I've had one in the past, doing my bit for the environment. Now I've gone full circle and gone back to full gas because a little Greenpeace loving. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, if that's the case, 2029, I'll buy my last petrol car.
I know what you're saying.
And I'll roll it.
Another thing to think about, though, is...
me, JDT, sapning.
Another thing to think about is something they tend to do every now and again. I'm going to get political now. We probably have been already, but I'm going to get more political. Something they tend to do is they tend to put out these stories just to gauge public opinion. Just to see how annoyed the public are going to get about it. So...
Back to cover something else up.
Back to cover, and to distract as well. Lovely beagle. So, at the moment, they've put this out there, distract you from other stuff that's going on. Don't worry about Brexit. Don't worry about all the rest of it. Let's worry about them not selling cars anymore. That's what you need to be thinking about. But they do that constantly. Like he said, don't believe the hype, innit?
True story.
If you think they're going to stop selling, if you think cars are not going to die overnight, are they? They might stop selling them in places, but the second-hand car market is still going to keep it going for years.
It'll go up and up and up, yeah.
Up and up and up. Ah, what's wrong with people?
I know.
But don't worry about it. Feel free to be calm and voice your opinion in public.
We're
not against it.
Exactly.
But, no, we are against it. We're definitely against that. But
we're not against their opinions.
You don't need to worry about it. Don't get yourself all worked up. What you need to do is you need to get onto our merch store, buy yourself a t-shirt, because we're going off now to film a little t-shirt video, innit?
Damn straight.
But until next time, thank you for watching. Feel free to sub up and like. Boosh!